Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment. Here to talk about the Tennessee Titans beating the Houston Texans really quick. Let me apologize for the audio quality. My old microphone broke and my new one won't be in until tomorrow. So you'll have to turn up your speakers a bit today and I'll turn the music down a bit as well. But today we're going to talk about the Tennessee Titans, their victory over the Houston Texans. And people, we're not going to talk long, okay? Not only is this the day after the game, but this is the same damn game, basically, that we've seen all year from this football team, from this Tennessee Titans football team, where they go up against a team that, yeah, they should probably beat more convincingly, but ultimately they beat them, they get the W, and we just move forward. Yes, the offense looks a little bit inconsistent, and it doesn't look as prolific as we would like for it to be, but the end result is the same, a W. People, I see so many Tennessee Titans fans complaining, and how many times do I have to talk about this? I mean, I literally come on here every week, and I say the same thing, because this team comes out here every week and does the same thing, and the fans go on Twitter every week and say the same thing. So here's the problem. Okay, yes, we're barely beating teams that we should beat more convincingly. But here's the good thing, people. We're beating teams where we won 6 of our last 7. I mean, when was the last time any Tennessee Titans team could say this? We're 8-4. We have double our wins than losses. We are barreling towards the NFL playoffs, people. I'm happy. And then people keep tweeting me, telling me this. The Titans aren't a good team. What's going to happen in the playoffs when they face a good team? And I ask you, that first round of the playoffs, what good team are they going to face? Because if the Tennessee Titans are not good, then how are you going to convince me that the Baltimore Ravens, whom the Tennessee Titans beat, are good? The Jacksonville Jaguars, whom the Tennessee Titans beat, are good? The Kansas City Chiefs, who are falling down and down, are good? Wait a minute. Half the damn AFC playoffs aren't good, according to y'all. Good, people, is a relative term. It's a term used to relate one quantity to another, okay? In this case, a team to another, an entity to another. If the Tennessee Titans are not good, then I don't want to hear anyone saying that any team that is anywhere below them in the playoffs are good. And the Titans, hello, are the 3rd seed in the AFC. They're going to be matched up against the 6th seed in the AFC, people. Maybe they're not good according to you. Like, okay, I could buy this. I could buy this argument. If they were in the NFC instead of the AFC, they missed the playoffs. Okay, fine. They're not. Okay, they're not, and we can make the playoffs for the first time since 2008, and I'm relishing that. And not only that, we can legitimately win our first playoff games for the first time since 2003. Okay, Jesus Christ, look at this guy right here. I was 6 or 7 when that happened. I'd like to see that again. And then this offseason, we can make the improvements necessary to where next year we'll be that good team that you really want us to be, okay? In the meantime, before we can make those improvements, let's just make the playoffs, because it's not better to have the 15th pick in the draft as compared to the 25th. I mean, it's a little bit better, but I just wanted to spend money in free agency. Like, that's my thing. Anyway, let's talk about the game now. Okay, that's what you're here for. So, let's start at the quarterback position. Marcus Mariota. And you know what we need to do, and look, I don't want to make excuses for him, but I feel like we need to at least consider this. If you're going to bring up his negative touchdown to interception ratio, which is still negative. Okay, now it's 10 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. I think you need to consider the fact that he has 5 rushing touchdowns, and he got another one today. Okay, because this is a disadvantage he would have over like a Tom Brady when it comes to passing touchdowns. Because Tom Brady's move, his deal, is that he's either going to throw for a touchdown or he ain't getting one. Okay, maybe one on a quarterback sneak, but that's it. So that's going to inflate his passing touchdown total. Matthew Stafford, same thing. Stafford can run a little bit more, but he's not going to get many rushing touchdowns in a given year, right? Guys like Joe Flacco, Drew Brees, same story. I think you need to at least consider the fact that Marcus Mariota has 5 rushing touchdowns, and that contributes to his good play, or at least to his overall play as a quarterback, for me to still look at him, even in this state, even in this form that he's in, and say that he's good. Because I look at these stats and I say, well, yeah, he has 10 passing touchdowns to to 12 interceptions, but he still has more touchdowns than interceptions. He is still helping our team more than hurting our team, and we saw what happened when we didn't have him. We got our asses kicked in the second half by the Houston Texans, and we lost to the Miami Dolphins. I like this guy, and he played well today. 150 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions by Marcus Mariota, 98 passer rating. So this would be more in line with what you statistical nerds are looking for. Look, again, I already admit it. Look, he's having a bad statistical year, but I'm telling you, if you go back in the history of quarterbacks and the pantheon of quarterbacks, just look at their career trajectories. Their passer ratings don't just go like this. They go like this. Look at Drew Brees. Look at Tom Brady. Then it goes high. Aaron Rodgers. Then it goes high. Marcus Mariota is in that range where it's going to go up and down. Cam Newton's still like this. Cam Newton, every year he's up and down. Stafford, everybody. Everybody's passer rating. Everyone has bad years every now and then. Relax. Are you still seeing the things that you need to see? Are you still winning games? We are. I'm happy. We move on to the running backs today. Derrick Henry, beast. This guy should be a starting running back for this football team at this point. I think we can all admit that. I think we all understand that. 75-yard rushing touchdown. And remember when we drafted this guy, what did I say? I said, yes, he is the 6'3", 247-pound running back that you have been advertised, but he's not just a bruiser. What he has that a guy like maybe Eddie George didn't, and I'm not saying he's better than Eddie George. Come on, that's sacrilege. But this guy can take it to the house. Okay, multiple times this year he has done this, and I expect multiple times in the future to see more of this. I also read a stat that he has either the second most missed tackles or broken tackles in the NFL this year, splitting carries with DeMarco Murray. Derrick Henry should be our starting running back from now forward. This is a 50-50 split between the running backs today. I want 70-30 in the future next year. Let's see what happens. I want 75-25 at least, and maybe DeMarco Murray won't be here, and I'd be fine with that. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Murray was good today, though. 6.6 yards per carry, no touchdowns, but he was definitely good today as well. Receivers, Delaney Walker, absolute beast, absolute stud. This guy continues to make plays. Touchdown, great touchdown that he had over the middle of the field. You know, I read a stat today, the other day. We have one of the worst yards after the catch in the NFL. Delaney Walker helps with that, as does Rashard Matthews. Eric Decker does not. Have you ever noticed when Eric Decker catches something, there's literally a 0% chance that he's going to catch the ball and move? Right? And he's not going to go forward. There's no way in hell he's going to catch the ball and he's going to go out of bounds. I remember one specific play when he literally could have ran upfield for more yards, but he just went out of bounds. Like, he has this natural gravitational force that is bringing him out of bounds and stopping him from getting any yards after the catch. And that's assuming he even catches the damn ball, because there's been plenty of times where he's on the sidelines, like he just ran a comeback or a curl, and the cornerback is breathing down his neck and he can't come down with the damn pass because he ain't strong enough. Okay, so that's why I'm fine upgrading on Eric Decker in the offseason. We got to get more yards after the catch for Marcus Mariota, because you look at the teams that were up there, that were top 5 in the NFL in yards after the catch, teams like the Eagles, teams like the Saints, teams that are having success this year, Vikings as well. We got to join that echelon where the playmakers are making plays for their quarterbacks. Corey Davis, you know, this is just kind of a lost year. It's unfortunate, it's sad, but who knew this? I mean, Corey Davis is a worse rookie than Adoree Jackson. That's the honest truth that we're seeing, and it sucks. I still expect a lot of Corey Davis in the future, but at this point, you know, I mean, I could blame them, and I'm still blaming them a bit because I don't think they're really scheming him great. But at some point, dog, you just got to make plays. You know, there was the play where we had not a holding call. It was an offside call. Marcus Mariota threw the ball up to Corey Davis. Look, if you're really good, come down with that. If you're really good, if you are really good, come down with that. You know, eventually, dog, you just got to make plays, okay? Because Marcus Mariota will pull the ball in position for him to make some plays, but he just doesn't make all the plays. And sometimes he does. Like, he'll make some beautiful sideline catches, keep his feet in bounds and whatnot. But he's not as complete as a receiver as I thought he was at this juncture, and it's unfortunate. Hopefully he can be that in the future. But still, if there's one unit we got to upgrade, I'm looking at wide receivers. I'm circling Jarvis Landry. Oh my God, I'm going to be preaching that in the offseason. Jarvis Landry. Assuming they didn't extend him already. As far as I know, they didn't, the Dolphins. Jarvis Landry. Because yes, Corey Davis could still be our #1 in the future. having a #1 Corey Davis and a Jarvis Landry would not be a bad thing. Okay, so I'm fine with that, as should you. We move on. Taywan Taylor, real quick. Yeah, he's not doing much anymore either. We gotta improve these wide receivers. I know these guys are young, they can improve. We can improve anyway, and then when we have the additions and we have improvements from the rookies, that's a damn good unit. This is good. That's what good NFL teams do. They improve regardless of what they have. Look at what the New Orleans Saints did. The New Orleans Saints could have easily said, hey, Mark Ingram ran well last year. Let's not improve the running back position. They said, no, let's go get Alvin Kamara and Adrian Peterson. Peterson is a little extraneous. Fine, let's trade Adrian Peterson, and they're damn good. There's nothing wrong with having abundance. The good NFL teams have abundance. We need to have that conversation in the offseason. All right, move on to the defensive side of things. Let's start with Adoree Jackson, who was bad today. Now, again, I've actually been more impressed, okay, more encouraged than discouraged by the rookie season of Adoree Jackson at this point. And remember what I said after his first 3 or 4 bad games. I said during his first good game, or after his first good game, I'm not going to put too much stock into this because he's been so bad in weeks prior. Consequently, I'm not going to put too much stock into this game because he's been so good weeks prior. This is just one bad game. But this was a bad game. This was the first couple weeks of Adoree Jackson that we saw. But now he fumbled on a punt return. Bad. Okay, we cannot have this dog. First of all, he hasn't scored anything on returns. He's been overbilled, overhyped as a returner. I don't think we've gone on the opposite side of the field more than once this year. Okay, I can't remember it, but I know we haven't scored a damn touchdown. And now he's fumbling on these things. That's bad. Okay, we just can't have that. And then defensively, he let up the huge play to Braxton Miller, which got the Texans down, and I believe they scored a touchdown on that drive, but that could be where they missed a field goal, or who knows, because there were too many missed field goals today by their weird kicker with that weird name. Bad game for him. But, again, he's been playing well lately, and overall, man, for now, he's been proving me wrong, so I'm not going to harp on him too much today. Look, whenever people prove me wrong, hey, I'm going to come on here, I'm going to tell you, they proved me wrong, and I'm happy that they did, right? So I have no problem saying that. And unfortunately, I'm starting to say that about Corey Davis, but in the opposite way. We move on to the other players of the defense. Wesley Woodyard making plays. Austin Johnson came into the game today. Was Sylvester Williams hurt? I know Daquan Jones got hurt, and that led Austin Johnson gets some more playing time. But Sylvester Williams, I don't see anything on the stat sheet. Someone tell me he was hurt, okay? Because this is ridiculous. Can anyone tell me what this guy does? I don't see him anywhere, any news about Sylvester Williams being hurt. So he didn't register on the stat sheet again. I don't know what he does. Can anyone tell me what Sylvester Williams does? I watched the tape. I don't see anything. So, whatever. We got to upgrade nose tackle. Anyway, Daquan Jones goes down. That hurts because now he's starting to step it up, right? Right when Daquan Jones, after 3.5 years, he really hasn't done much. I mean, let's be honest. Right when he starts doing stuff, making plays, in his contract year, he gets hurt. Now, there's the interesting thing, okay? It sucks. I hate saying this, but now we can re-sign it for cheaper. Yeah, you know, it sucks. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate, but now we can re-sign it for cheaper. 1-year deal, prove-it deal. Let's see what happens there. Regardless, I'd still be down for adding a big-time defensive lineman to this group. It's an elbow injury, so he definitely should be back for OTAs and training camp, so we'll see what happens there. Other players, Avery Williamson played better today. I saw better play from Avery Williamson today, so I'm not going to harp on him too much. But whenever you actually go out there and play well, you're not going to hear much from me. I'm fair that way. We got pressure, Brian Arakpo, Derek Morgan, good. You know, that's the game. Real quick, I got to say this when it comes to Houston Texans. I hate DeAndre Hopkins. And look, I don't hate many people, and I don't really hate him. I just hate him from the standpoint of a Tennessee Titans fan. Like, you know those players that you see growing up, you know, throughout your fandom of one team, they just keep killing your team over and over again. This was true for Peyton Manning. This was true for Maurice Jones-Drew, and this is now true for DeAndre Hopkins. Andre Johnson also. But DeAndre Hopkins kind of pisses me off even a little bit more because he'll do these pass interferences. You know, he won't get called ever. You know, and you can see he does not like us and we do not like him. Okay, so that's a nice rivalry that we're having right there. And he's going to be around for a while. Okay, so that sucks for us. But in the meantime, at least we're winning now, so I don't really care. Yeah, I don't. All right, so anyway, for the Texans, other than that, He's great, by the way. He's great. Tom Savage doing the best that he can, but not good enough. Run game, same thing. You got to replace your boy Jeff Allen at left tackle. You got to bump him inside. I know you traded Dwayne Brown. You want another draft pick because you don't have a first-round draft pick in 2018. I understand that. That boy's ass. You saw 3 false starts in a row. I thought he was playing for the Tennessee Titans after those 3 false starts, man. Who does that? So that was ridiculous to me right there. But other than that, you know, it's whatever. You get it. This season's done. What sucks is you don't even have a first-round draft pick. You know, the first-round draft pick is owned by the Cleveland Browns. But to you will get Deshaun Watson back into the fold, and that will fix all of your problems. And we'll see about that. All right, so there you go. Those are my thoughts on the Tennessee Titans versus Houston Texans. Read your thoughts, comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. Until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment. And I'm out. See you all later.